Good morning, it's me Adnan Rahman. I am the market analyst of Ferrante, and today I'll be explaining a couple of few things, fundamentals, and this tweet from Donald Trump, and interest rate forecast, and CZ as well. Okay, so this is an insightful video. Please stay tuned for each and everything. Okay, we have this tweet from Donald Trump, and he was addressing this BRICS economies that any economy or any country that joins BRICS, or if they try to make their own currency, then they'll have to pay 100% tariffs, okay, to the US, and they can also have to be forced to find another country for their selling purpose. Okay, and then he said that you have to find another country, and he used this word for that another country as well, another nation, another country. Okay, this is what he used. So this is some sort of a threat that he always gives on a tariff, okay, on his tariff plans. And this is a trade war he's doing in his, in his previous term also we saw this trade war, okay, this trade war slogan. Okay, keep this in mind. So this is the game he's playing. Okay, and this might be considered something as a hawkish tune for the USD, because he's right now he's the most powerful person in the world, and when he has a tweet in favor of his economy, his country, that is beneficial for America as well. And then his same thing that goodbye to the America, and it's very good, and make America great again, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is something that I needed to share with you guys regarding what he planned. Okay, now there is an other one I need to share with you guys, that is this one. Okay, throughout the week I have been explaining you all of these banks. These were the major newses, like from the ECB, from the FOMC, from the RBA, and the Bank of Canada. Okay, from the ECB we had this pretty dovish tone. Okay, and the reason was GDP was totally down. Okay, and the CPI was also some sort of moderate, and in FOMC it was a green smiley, everything was good. Okay, from the FOMC employment news and all that kind of stuff, the interest rate and inflation, everything was good one. And then when it comes to RBA, we had this dovish stance because they trimmed CPI, okay, was almost towards the downside, and then their domestic inflation was also towards the downside, by due to which we had this one. And then that sluggish growth in China also, that also played a part in weakness of this RBA. Okay, and then when it comes to Bank of Canada, we saw this dovish stance. The reason were because of the expectations of a rate cut. Okay, this was what we were expecting, and obviously slowing inflation and all that kind of stuff. So we had one green smiley over here, and then 1, 2, 3 red ones. Okay, so keep this in mind. So this is a brief view. Now I'll take you to the other thing that I need to explain you in a brief view. Okay, I hope you can see the screen. Okay, now if I look towards this all chart, this is basically the interest rate forecast. Okay, the interest rate forecast for all the major banks. Okay, this is the interest rate forecast, and what it says is that even though, like, on the next Federal Reserve meeting is on March 19. Okay, what is this? Okay, on March 19th, it's on March 19th, and we are expecting the rate to be on 4.28%. So throughout the year, throughout the line, down the line till March 2026, we are expecting cuts. Okay, but now you might be thinking that, okay, if you are expecting cuts, then the why is a dollar going upward? Okay, because we are expecting these cuts, but these cuts are stronger, or the USD is stronger in relative to the other currencies, okay, or the other central banks. For example, let me explain you. Like, see this one. See, if you look at the European Central Bank, by the end of this year, the interest rate of the ECB will be 1.97%. And now, if you remember, if I'll show you the interest rate of, like, see, these are the two economies, okay? US will be on 3.8%, and Euro will be on 1.97%. So this one stands tall, okay? USD stands tall against or compared to the Euro. That is one of the reasons. Okay, and they are expecting to go down and down and down and down and down. They are also US is also expecting to go down, but the end result is that the US is on a bigger tone. Same goes for this other bank, okay, Bank of Canada. Down the line, it will end up on 2.5%, where the US is on 3.8%. Okay, now if you can just pause your screen and look at whatever central bank you want, like this one is on 3.97, okay, Bank of England on 3.97, and the RBA is on 3.44, 3.06. You can just have a screenshot and compare it to your analysis later on. Okay, and the next thing I need to show you is this one, that this is a table of interest rate forecast. The white ones are the hold, the banks are looking for a hold one scenario, and the red one is the banks looking for a cut scenario, and this, this brown color is current rate. What is the current rate? So now if you can see, I'll just talk about ECB for now. The current rate of ECB is 2.75. Okay, 2.75, this green one, I hope you can see. The current rate of ECB is 2.75, but now what is the expected? Okay, it is expected to have a cut to 2.65%, because red one, see this one, this red, and this color is also red over here. So if you can, in this same prospect, if you can see, all of these banks, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, even this one, are looking for a cut scenario. Okay, looking for a cut scenario. But if you look at this one, Federal Reserve, it's coming into hold. Okay, see this white and white. Okay, and this Bank of Japan is also coming into a hold scenario. Okay, see, this is that's the reason why I've got this colored in a perfect way, that only by looking at the color you can understand that the red ones are for cut, and this ones are for the current rate, and the white ones are for a hold scenario. So what do we know until now? Okay, these two are in a hold scenario, and all of these are in a cut scenario. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you this, that by the next week, if you have your analysis, like we have other central banks and other news as well, so by that time you must know what is the true picture of the central bank. Okay, what is the central bank expecting? And then after that we have this CESI index. This is a very strong index, you must have a view of it. It's named as like it's called City Economic Surprise Index. Okay, and what it says is it gives a relative strength of the central bank that we are talking about. Okay, for example, the Bank of Canada, it's on 20.8, and this was negative, before the last NFP report. And now, as soon as we got this jobs data with the NFP report from Canada, and then this went from a negative zone to a positive zone over here. Same goes for SNB. It's on the positive side here. Here all are positive, and then RB and ZNBOE are on the negative side. This is their scoring. Okay, and it's their analysis, it's their scoring. And on the other hand, we have this real interest rate. It's up to you. If you want to have a view of this, you can take a screenshot and view later. Besides this, now I'll take you to this place. Okay, this image is the presentation. Okay, again the same thing. Let me get this down. I think we have to do it up over here. Okay, same thing, these banks are going into a cut scenario, and this one also, and this one is going into a hold scenario. Okay, and I've tried to I've tried to get all of this information, the up charts, into this table format, so you can see, okay man, what is my CZ saying me? It's giving me this direction, it's giving me this, it's green or red or whatever. You can have a view of this one. Okay, so now after having all of this in our mind, what is the end result? Okay, the main thing, what is the end result? For the end result, what I like to do is I like to have a combination of, for the end result, I'd like to have a combination of these things. Okay, the instrument, okay, the pairs, and then the interest rate direction. Where is it going? Is it going into a demand side or into a supply side? The CZ direction, is it into a demand side or a supply side? Okay, and then the sync. This sync part is very important. If both of these things are in demand side, it will give you a reading of demand. If both are this on a supply side, it will give you a reading of supply. And then obviously you can see, okay, what pair are we talking about? Demand. Okay, we'll only look for going long on this side. Okay, and then You can have a view over here at these pairs over here are into a demand side, and then these ones over here are into a supply side. Okay, so this is a brief view of what you can do, and then I'll explain you about the court report as well, but not now, in the later upcoming videos, because this video is getting a bit longer. Okay, so by the end of this week on Sunday maybe I'll have a brief view of what happened in this week, and then what are the main fundamental events that we can wait and capture in the upcoming week. Okay, that's all for now. Have a good day. Thank you.